He's flashy, humorous,
Noah with the big rebounds, and
thanks, buddy.
outspoken.
I mean, I never heard anybody say I'm going to Cleveland on vacation.
And there are no apologies.
No regrets at all.
Joakim Noah has risen to stardom in a city that once booed him.
He got Rose, he goes up. Nice! Good pass, Joakim Noah!
And his journey to this point is a pretty amazing one. Joakim Simon Noah was born in New York City, but at age 3, his family moved to Paris, where little Noah was already making waves.
I got kicked out of preschool because the teacher said I had too much imagination. So that's my mom's favorite story. She thinks that's really cool, actually. They said that it was probably a better idea that I go somewhere else, and my mom said, fine, I'm taking my kid out of here anyway.
His mother then placed him in an American school in Paris.
And that's when I started playing basketball, so I guess it all works out.
His father, Yannick, was a French Open champion and very famous in the country.
My father is pretty well known over there, and I feel like I got a lot of growing up, you know, people were always really good to me because of him.
But when Noah was 13, his mother decided his father's fame made their life a bit too complicated.
When your father's, you know, the most known person in the country, can't really have it like that. Can't have the best of both worlds. And my mom said, okay, we got to get out of here. And we did. When I was 13, we moved to New York. And I think that, you know, it's the best thing that ever happened to me.
But it was an adjustment at first.
It was definitely a culture shock. If it wasn't for New York, I don't think I would be here, you know, playing at this level.
He credits the street kids down the road for toughening him up enough to play with the big boys. Noah soon realized he needed to focus on more than just basketball.
To be perfectly honest, I didn't really take school very seriously until my sophomore year. You know, I think everybody has their path, everybody has their journey, and there were definitely some bumps on the road. You know, my mom was by herself, she was a single mother, and it was tough for her to kind of control me growing up. So I give her a lot of credit for, I put her through a lot, put it that way.
Noah was kicked out of school, and his mom decided to move him to a prep school in Brooklyn, where both academics and sports were strong.
My grades were so bad, actually, that I had to do my sophomore year over again. And that was tough, you know, because, you know, you want to be with kids your age, and I was a little bit older now, and I was kind of like, okay, I had to rededicate myself. And I was lucky enough to go to a great school.
Noah was able to get his life back on track and ended up winning 2 league championships at Poly Prep. He spent his senior season in New Jersey at the Lawrenceville School.
It was a boarding school. It was a great experience. Learned a lot over there, and won a state championship my last year. Something I'm very, very proud of. You know, being able to end your high school career with a win is something that not a lot of people get to do. You know, I think that some kids, you know, they don't get a second chance, and I'm very aware of that. It's a roller coaster, man, and people don't wait for you. You know, you can make a mistake and it could cost your life, even at 15 years old.
Noah took his early life lessons to the University of Florida, where he won back-to-back championships, and in 2007, the Bulls selected him with the 9th overall pick.
The Chicago Bulls draft Joakim Noah from the University of Florida.
But the story of the evening was Noah's unforgettable outfit.
This guy, Jared M., who he's a designer, he came up to me and he's like, look, I want to make your suit. And I was like, well, it's going to be a very tough task because I want something really funky. I really wanted the bow tie as well. And I thought the bow tie, I thought it was a great outfit, you know? I mean, what, this 5 years later and people we're still talking about the bow tie, man. It's unbelievable.
But Noah's career with the Bulls started out rocky, mostly because he wore his heart on his sleeve. Joakim admitted to hating Michael Jordan. He was a Knicks fan. His teammates added an extra game to a one-game suspension after a confrontation with a coach. And in his first offseason, he ran into legal troubles in Florida. In the following seasons, he battled injuries and playing time, but then came the 2009 playoffs.
I remember earlier that year, not playing at all in the beginning of the year. When I would come into the game, I was out of shape, getting a lot of DNPs, and even coming into the game a few times and getting booed. Those were low points, and I just kept working, and then all of a sudden, we're in the playoffs.
An opening, that's not the way it's stolen by Joakim. Pierce can't foul, and he does. Get up or get out the way, Paul Pierce.
It was a serious steal. It was a good play. I wish we would have won that series, but I feel like it gave our team a lot of confidence, and we knew we could play against some pretty good competition.
And now that his energy is properly channeled, the never satisfied Noah has big plans.
Since I've been here, I've been lucky to be on some teams with a lot of cool dudes, and I don't take that for granted. And like I said, I think the goal is to win a championship. So we want to get better, we want to improve. We've got a great coach, great teammates, and I just want to go out there and give it my all.